The most famous thing Albert Einstein said: "If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough." Don't worry about the difficulties you face in mathematics. I can assure you that my difficulties are still greater. How I wish there were a place somewhere, an island for those who are wise and have good intentions. You cannot blame gravity for falling in love. Peace cannot be kept by force. It can only be achieved by understanding. A table, a chair, a fruit bowl, and a violin. What more does one need to be happy? Our mission is to free ourselves by expanding our circle of compassion to embrace all living creatures, all of nature and its beauty. Try not to become a man of success, but rather try to become a man of value. If a messy desk is a sign of a messy mind, what does an empty desk signify? Everything should be made as simple as possible, but not simpler. There are only two things that are infinite: the universe and human stupidity, and I'm not sure about the former. The world is a dangerous place to live, not because of the people who are evil, but because of the people who don't do anything about it. The most beautiful experience we can have is the mysterious. It is the source of all true art and science. He to whom this emotion is a stranger, who can no longer pause to wonder and stand wrapped in awe, is as good as dead. His eyes are closed. Look deep into nature, and then you will understand everything better. To raise modern questions, new possibilities, to observe old problems from a new angle, that requires creative imagination so that it leaves a genuine mark on the progress of science. If A is success, then A equals X plus Y plus Z. To work is X, Y is play, and Z is keeping your mouth shut. Learn from yesterday, live for today, and hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Thinkers solve problems. Geniuses prevent them. Everything is determined, the beginning as well as the end, by forces over which we have no control. Not only the movements of the stars, but also the motions of the insects, the plants, and the cosmic dust. We all dance to a mysterious tune, intoned in the distance by a piper we cannot see. Never lose a holy curiosity. It is the supreme art of the teacher to awaken joy in creative expression and knowledge. Even though I am a typical loner in my everyday life, my awareness that I belong to a hidden society of those who seek truth, beauty, and justice is what prevents me from feeling isolated. Insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Anyone who is overly indifferent to the truth in the smallest matters cannot be trusted in important affairs. I love humanity, but I hate people. There are two ways to live. You can live as if nothing is a miracle. You can live as if everything is a miracle. Imagination is more important than knowledge. The time will come when the mind will rise to a high level of knowledge, but will never be able to prove how it got there. A person's value should be seen from the perspective of what they contribute, not what they can receive. Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. One of the most incomprehensible things about the world is that it is not comprehensible at all. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. I have no special talent. I am only passionately curious. Education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned in school. It has become appallingly obvious that technology has exceeded humanity. Everyone should be respected as an individual, but no one should be idolized. Logic will get you from A to B. Imagination will take you everywhere. When we accept our limitations, we go beyond them. I don't know what weapons will be used in World War III, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. Life is not worth living unless it is lived for someone else. Anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge but imagination. All that is valuable in human society depends upon the opportunity for development accorded the individual. If we knew what we were doing, it would not be called research, would it? The only source of knowledge is experience. The difference between stupidity and genius is that genius has its limits. It is a miracle that curiosity survives formal education. Weakness of attitude becomes weakness of character. It's not that I'm so smart, it's just that I stay with problems longer. Never do anything against your conscience, even if the state demands it. We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them.